Alright, alright. Are we live, bro? Are we live at this very moment, at this very time? It's mainly my intro when I do live streams. It's been quite a while, but we've got a little bit of uploads going up, so there's that. Definitely doing the homie news. That shit's been fun. Very fun. Shout out to my boy Eric for helping me with that. Let me just check the sound quality really quick. Definitely doing the homie news. Hey. That shit's been fun. If anyone here, let me know if you can hear the background music. It is the Usada Pecora BGM. You know, that VTuber, bro. But yeah, speaking of VTubers, man, Hololive Gen 6 has been really hype, actually. I've been really hyped for Hololive Gen 6. Hella hype. Favorite Hololive Gen 6 VTuber, definitely Lapless Darkness. Lapless Darkness is hella cool. Like, very good editor, too. Like, I was actually surprised by Lapless Darkness's editing skills. Very talented VA, but also a good editor. Kind of like Hachima, when Hachima first debuted. Very good VA, and then turned out to be an also very good editor, which was very surprising, honestly. So yeah, holy shit. But yeah, this is just a chill stream, the second one. I really hated how that Grid 2019 stream went, because I thought that Google Stadia was basically going to pick up all the gameplay, but it started lagging like hell. And then I just turned it into a meme. Basically, if the streams don't go as planned, I just turn them into a meme and then I just keep them up. That's just how I do my streams, to be honest. But yeah, man, it's been quite a while. Definitely been quite a while. I've basically been doing a lot more training and stuff, because I just do MMA for a hobby. I'm not gonna go into any real fights, because if I do, then I can't work anymore, you know, because then that means I'll get injured. MMA fighting's fun, but I don't want to do it as a career, because you get injured. A lot of these fighters get injured, and then the UFC don't even pay. They don't even pay shit, so it is what it is. I do training though. I train MMA just to have something to do, and so I have my fitness, you know, actually getting more into exercise and tennis, going more into jogging. It's been very fun, actually, you know. I went from being a NEET to being a damn freaking liking exercise and shit. So it's pretty good, you know. Follow me on this channel, you'll see my growth, you know. It's basically what I want to do, you know. I started off doing like anime reviews and K-drama reviews, but I'm still watching anime, I'm still watching K-drama, but I'm balancing it out with the other stuff, you know. I definitely should re-review Itaewon Class, my favorite K-drama ever, and I definitely should review Komi-san. Komi-san has been a very good anime. Like I said before, I think I said it in the past stream, Komi-san has one of the best first episodes in an anime I've ever seen. Really good directing. The director was fantastic, honestly. That was really smart directing too. I was actually surprised, because I thought Komi-san was going to be just like this, you know, comedy type shit. But the first episode was really well delivered. Very well delivered, the first episode. I honestly really liked it. It was such a treat. I was surprised by how good Komi-san was. Like, legit. And also I'm rewatching Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter, very good shonen. Very good shonen anime. I wonder if Togashi is going to stop going on hiatus. I mean, ever since I was in like the old anime groups, Togashi has been on hiatus ever since then. That was like 2015, 2016. Probably 2014 too as well, but Togashi, man, I don't know. And then the Berserk mangaka, he's not alive no more, which sucks. Because Berserk is a very good manga, very story driven, character driven manga. I really like those series too. Like people think when they look at me that I like the moe stuff. Yeah, I like the moe stuff. No shit, I fucking love that shit. But I also love the serious shit. I like the seinen. I like Berserk as well. I like Ippo. That's why I put it as the fucking wallpaper of this stream. You know, I fucking love Ippo. Hajime no Ippo is lit. And I actually do boxing a little bit in real life. You know, I actually trained boxing a bit, so I really gotten more into loving Hajime no Ippo. Especially Miyata. I really like the character Miyata. I like his Philly shell. He defends in boxing just like Floyd Mayweather. I like his Floyd Mayweather little style where he goes a little bit more defensive and does more outside jabs. He does a little bit more inside hooks while defending. You know, I really like his Mayweather type style, his Philly shell shit. Hajime no Ippo, I really have a lot more appreciation for now that I started boxing a bit, and I really love how accurate it is to like real boxing too. Like it's really more like a mind game. Boxing is a very huge mind game. You know, you're really trying to outthink everything. And not one stance is the best. Like you can mix it all up. You can do Philly shell. You can do like more of a guarded stance. You can do a peekaboo style like Mike Tyson. I know Ippo does a little bit more like Mike Tyson. Dempsey rolls basically just head movement and doing slips. You know. I'm definitely liking like improvement in MMA anime too. Like Baki is an MMA anime. I wish we had more MMA anime because I'm getting really into MMA. I'm getting very passionate into it. Watching a lot of UFC fights. My favorite MMA fighter is Conor McGregor. Like by all time, I really like McGregor. Like I love that he can talk shit a lot in his fights, but outside of his fights, he's very wise. Conor McGregor is very wise. He's kind of like Bruce Lee. And I really like McGregor because he respects Bruce Lee a lot. Bruce Lee is my main role model and mentor. I do love philosophers. Bruce Lee is my main go-to when it comes to role models. Bruce Lee is basically the role model for me. What made me fall in love with Bruce Lee's, sayings is what he said in this movie. But he says, don't think, feel, You have to be into the moment, Stop and smell the roses and stop thinking. Just enjoy that moment that you're in. I think that's basically what Bruce Lee was saying in that movie. But huge fan of Bruce Lee. And basically, Conor McGregor is a continuation of Bruce Lee. He does a lot more like kind of karate striking, and he has a little bit of philosophy to what he does. So I really like that. Though it kind of sucks Conor McGregor loses a lot. He's losing a lot now because he honestly needs to go back into the MMA gym and train every day. Like even if I had that money, I'm gonna train like a motherfucker. Like I want to train every single day. I've been doing that a lot more now because it was the old McGregor. Old McGregor inspired me. The old McGregor was GOAT. McGregor at 145. That's the GOAT. Training every single day. I even saw the training video where he was practicing his boxing. He was really good. And people clown him for the McGregor versus Mayweather thing, but he honestly survived rounds with Mayweather. He survived some rounds with Mayweather, so you can give him credit. You can give him a lot of credit. But yeah, speaking of UFC, it kind of surprised me. The last fight I saw was Dustin Poirier. Oh shit, my streaming software? It says no data for my streaming software. The fuck? Okay, there it goes. I just had to go back to OBS and then refresh it. But But yeah, I saw the Dustin Poirier fight. He lost that one, but man, Dustin Poirier has really good. YouTube is not ready to maintain social. Wait, what? Oh my god, this thing's going crazy. YouTube always has problems. But yeah, like as I was saying, I really don't give a fuck what YouTube is saying error. Like, I'm gonna keep streaming. Go fuck yourself, YouTube. You're not gonna stop my stream. Go fuck yourself, YouTube. Anyways, yeah, that Dustin Poirier fight. Yeah, I was surprised that he lost. He's really a good fight. He's really a good fighter, mainly. Dustin Poirier has amazing boxing. Shit was crazy. And then I've basically been playing UFC video games as well. I got into UFC 2 because UFC 2 has the most realistic knockouts and the best ragdoll physics. Honestly, that shit looks real. If you play UFC 2 and you knock out someone, that looks hella real. And then I like UFC 4 as well. I know people bag on UFC 4, but UFC 4 has really nice stand-up. Like, I really like the way you do stand-up combat in that game. I think UFC 4 was made more for esports, and then UFC 2 is made more for, like, realism. That's basically how I see it. But I gotta admit, UFC 4 has the most fire soundtrack out of all the UFC games. UFC 4 has a fire soundtrack. Every time I load that game up, I was like, damn, these songs are lit. Like you open up the game, you get J. Cole Middle Child. That's a fire song. You get J. Cole Middle Child. UFC 4 got fire soundtrack. You got Godzilla by Eminem in that singing game. That game is lit. And then I like the fact in UFC 4 that you can fight in the backyard without any ground game. That's really fun. I love doing that too. Other than UFC 4, just been playing racing games too, like the Crew 2, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. I love Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, the reboot. It was really good. That's probably Criterion's best Need for Speed game. And then after that, they just started making garbage. Like, after that, I was like, damn, you guys just could have remade Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 3 or something. Like, Hot Pursuit 3 was good, or Hot Pursuit 2. They could have done a remake for Hot Pursuit 2. I love Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. I don't know, Criterion was tripping. They tried to basically make Need for Speed Burnout. That was like a weird time. I remember I bought Need for Speed Most Wanted, the reboot. And I was like, no, this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it, Chief. I didn't like that reboot. I thought the original Need for Speed Most Wanted was way more fire. Anyways, let me go change the background music. Let's use Sakura Miko BGM. Sakura Miko is so funny. I remember my first time Miko was when she said "fuck you."
But for a TurboTax Live expert like me, it just makes things interesting. So
wait, let me hear this BGM really quick. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Sakura Miko is really interesting. Apparently she was like she was basically the VTuber that Yago found. Yago founded Sakura Miko, and then ever since then she's been really doing good on YouTube. I think mainly what made Sakura Miko famous on YouTube was Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, she was the VTuber that popularized GTA 5. Like, every time you mention GTA 5, like, Miko comes to people's heads. She even has streams where she plays GTA online with fans too. It was crazy. She has her own, like, crew in GTA 5. she even got a happy birthday from the voice actors of Grand Theft Auto 5. Like the voice actors of Franklin, Trevor, and Michael gave a happy birthday to Sakura Miko. That was funny as fuck. I was like, bro, what? Like she really got popular off GTA. Bro, I bet you when GTA 6 comes out, Sakura Miko will probably hop on that ASAP. She really got popular with that game. That's crazy. Like Sakura Miko is one of those VTubers where like she's kind of like Pekora because every time she talks, you just can't stop laughing. Like you can't stop laughing. That motherfucker's funny as hell. That motherfucker is funny as fuck. Oh shit. Wait, what? They will experience buffering. Okay, I'm just reading that right now. What the hell? Oh man. It's been wild, man. Maybe one of these days I should do a... I really want to do a triathlon in my life, though. I actually like doing more exercise. But triathlon, the one thing I can't do is swimming. I suck at swimming. I could do jogging, I could do running. I could do jogging, running, and biking fine, but if I was to do a triathlon, my problem would be swimming because I sucked at swimming. I need to learn to swim, you know. I do want to do a triathlon. Just like the Diaz brothers, Nick Diaz and Nate Diaz from the UFC. When they did a triathlon, that looked really fun. I just want to do a triathlon one day. I love that shit. I might put it on I might make a video on YouTube if I go into a triathlon. I might put it up on YouTube too. I know one of my friends on Instagram, he did a marathon. He was training for it too. Like guy went on the treadmill every single day. That's dedication. Marathons are really hard. A lot of stamina, a lot of cardio. You have to really be consistent in the gym, especially on that treadmill. You gotta make that treadmill quick. You gotta be running all the time, no walking type shit. That's the marathons are really hard to do. Oh shit. Another thing I do want to talk about VTuber wise, Hololive Council. I've been watching Mume a lot. Mume's been really interesting. She calls her dog Animal. I don't know why, and she forgets. Mume forgets. I forgore. I recently watched Mume's Pokemon stream, and I don't know, that Pokemon game that Mume was playing looked pretty fire. I actually wanted to buy it. That new Pokemon game, the one that where they're in like this Japan region, shit like that. That shit looked lit. But I gotta say also, the Pokemon devs, I was talking about this with my friend Cedo, and we were talking about how the Pokemon devs are basically probably the best game developers ever. Nintendo probably got the best devs for the Pokemon games, because they can make 4 Pokemon games in under a year. Think about that. When it comes to Pokemon games, Nintendo be getting out so much Pokemon games in less than a year. They're crazy good at developing. Like you had Pokemon Unite, then you had Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, the remake basically. Then you have Pokemon Arceus, then you have Pokemon Sword and Shield. Then you have Pokemon Sword and Shield, the DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I claim DLC as another game because sometimes in Nintendo games, DLCs are really big in Nintendo games. So I count that as like another game basically. Like man, the Pokemon game developers, they make a lot of games in like less time. They're really good. I give them props. Game development is very hard. Very hard to do all that shit because of math. Suck at math. And oh, now it says I got excellent connection. Nice. Sugoi desu ne. So mainly, I want to get better at Japanese, so sometimes I'll say Japanese words too. Hi, or ikimashou ka, so. I like saying those Japanese words. If I do a stream, maybe I should just say random Japanese words so I could get better at talking Japanese. I could say simple stuff like Ohayo gozaimasu, Kenneth desu, yoroshiku onegai shimasu. They say Ohayo, and then they say, nani desu ka, if you're asking a question type shit. So means yeah, or hi means yes, I know that. So means however, something like that. I think that's what it means. I've been watching a lot of Japanese stuff. So during the COVID-19 pandemic, I admit that I was watching a lot of J-dramas. I was addicted to these J-dramas, and I really love the Japanese culture. I'm not just a weeb, I like anime, but I also like a lot of different Japanese culture stuff. I like J-drama. I actually really like the Sengoku era in Japan. I like the World War II era too, even though World War II era was crazy and they were doing bad shit, like basically. But I like every era of Japan. But my favorite era of Japan is probably the 1980s era of Japan. I really like the 80s era of Japan. I like the way they looked in the 80s era. Like the music of the Japan era in the 80s, very good music. The way they dress, fresh. If you play the video game Yakuza 0, you'll know what I'm talking about. Yakuza 0 is basically very accurate to how Japan was in the 80s. I really like that, the way that Tokyo looked in the 80s. Very ahead of its time, honestly. Very ahead of its time. Also, I like Japanese authors like Osamu Dazai. Dazai has really good books. No Longer Human's a good book, and I'm reading another one of Osamu Dazai's work. Huge fan of his literature. I love Satoshi Kon, of course. Satoshi Kon is one of the best Japanese filmmakers. He made Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue is a very amazing movie. The director of Serial Experiments Lain, one of my favorites. Any of the actors in Yakuza. Goro Majima's voice actor. 10 out of 10, bro. Can't go wrong with him. Kiryu Kazuma's voice actor. 10 out of 10. Can't go wrong with him either. I was actually surprised. Kiryu Kazuma's voice actor did voice Simon in Durarara. I was really surprised he actually voiced him. I did not hear any of that Kiryu Kazuma, but that is awesome. Maybe I might watch more J-drama though. I was watching a few, but then I dropped off some of them. Another thing that I do want to get into, in terms of like Japanese culture, is Rakujo. There's an anime about it called Genroku Rakujo. Rakujo is basically a Japanese form of storytelling and theater, where the storyteller, he makes like a lot of movements with his hands and he makes a really interesting, intricate story. It's Rakujo is like a really cool thing in Japan culture, and I really want to watch more videos about it because I find it very interesting. Rakujo is really cool. If I do go to Japan, I do want to see like a little Rakujo show, like traditional Japanese Rakujo show. I do like a lot of that stuff. I like samurai. Of course, who doesn't like samurai? The samurais were really cool. Oh shit, what the fuck? There's like a Grammarly.com bullshit going on. What the fuck? Samurais are cool. Ninjas. Though ninjas back in Japan history, they were like just super silent. I don't know if they really did like ninjutsu type shit, like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, but ninjas are cool. I wish that Ghost of Tsushima. I wish Ghost of Tsushima, that game, would go on PC. I'm not sure if it's on PC yet, but if it was, I would definitely buy it. I love samurai stuff, so Ghost of Tsushima, if it was to go on PC, let me know. Like, if anyone watching this stream, let me know, because I love samurai shit. Huge fan of, like, samurai movies. That man Nobunaga. Nobunaga. Let's change up the BGM. Go with Shion's BGM. I think Shion right now, right? I think Shion is on hiatus because of mental health, basically. I understand that. I'm actually glad people are talking about mental health, especially like boxers like Tyson Fury. Like, man, like, I'm not gonna lie, there's some days where I feel like I want to die type shit. Like, there's some days I feel like, oh, I want to fucking die type shit. I'm not gonna lie. Especially now, here in my YouTube career, I'm more open now. Like, I used to be a YouTuber that just like hides a lot, but whatever. Like, mental health does need to be talked about. Tyson Fury is one of the few boxers talking about it. I give props to Tyson Fury. Good man, good boxer, but also definitely putting on awareness for mental health. Shion, the VTuber from Hololive, if she does need to have a break because of mental health problems, I do agree with that, because mental health, you need to take care of that shit. A few philosophers do talk about mental health too. Like, I consider XXX Tentacion a philosopher. He talked a lot about mental health. Etika, I consider him a philosopher. I'm a huge fan of like philosophers. Basically, I love philosophers. I love studying them. That's why Bruce Lee, like I said before in the stream, Bruce Lee is my favorite role model of all time. Huge philosopher. Beyond his time. Bruce Lee was beyond his time. He had wisdom, so much wisdom at a young age. It's crazy. He had so much wisdom at a young age. So did XXX Tentacion too. He had a lot of wisdom at a young age. The other philosophers, Spiritual Soul. I think Spiritual Soul is a philosopher. Even though he talks about spiritual stuff like gays are gays, you know, a lot of crazy shit. I feel like he's a philosopher in a way too. Especially during the internet era. I think there's a lot more philosophers now, definitely. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Philosophers, the main thing about being a philosopher is to inspire. What you want to do is inspire people to try better, you know. I feel like philosophers are very much needed because they give people hope. Philosophers, you know, like Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee paved a way for a new generation. Bruce Lee was so cool. Like, he was fantastic at doing what he did. I need to buy a lot more books on Bruce Lee. I need to study that man. But even his workout ethic was crazy. Bruce Lee worked out so much that I think he didn't have much body fat percentage. That's how crazy he worked out. He probably died from overworking on his workouts. But I think probably when people say he had 1% body fat, I don't think that's true, because if you had 1% body fat, then you probably can't even walk at all. I probably think he had 5% body fat or 6%. But even that's low. If you look at Israel Adesanya is a UFC fighter, and I think he looks hella shredded. He definitely, like, I look at videos of his workout routines and his training. He's shredded. And I think I've searched it up on Google. He has only like 14% body fat or like 15 or 16%. That dude's shredded as fuck. Like, oh man, Israel Adesanya. Look at his fights. His fights are really good. If you want to see good UFC fights, look up Israel Adesanya's fights. He's very good at what he does. Very good striker. He does accurate strikes. Like, he doesn't just throw punches for no reason. Every punch he throws is for a good reason. It's very well calculated. He likes to pick apart his opponents. Israel Adesanya, truly a beast. I think that's why he's on the cover of UFC 4. He really showed up. He really showed up well. And Jorge Masvidal, I know he's on the cover of UFC 4 as well. He's a beast. Like, Jorge Masvidal, he has really good knockouts. Knockout power is crazy. Very crazy knockout power, actually. But yeah, speaking of MMA, last week I recently watched an MMA movie. I watched it. It was called Here Comes the Boom. It's kind of like a comedy mixed with an MMA movie, and I don't hate that. I really like it, actually. It's a really nice change. But at the end, it became really serious. You'd think that it would be a comedy MMA movie. We're like, oh, we're going to the UFC type shit, and then they're like laughing. But then at the end, it became really serious. I was like, damn. It went from a comedy MMA movie to like really serious. And that last fight, and Here Comes the Boom, that shit was lit. That last fight was lit. You have Kevin James at the time. He's a fat guy, but in that movie he got swole as fuck. He looked hella swole, like he got hella muscle and shit. I was like, damn, even they made him like buff as fuck. And I heard that he used to do like wrestling. He used to do wrestling, and that if you look at Joe Rogan's podcast, he actually used to do like a lot of fighting and stuff, and he trains with like some MMA fighters and shit. So I believe it. He looks like he could be like a legit MMA fighter. He could have been like a Daniel Cormier, like a Kevin James. He could have been like a Daniel Cormier if he went to UFC, like for real. Yeah, that was a really good movie. I was actually caught off guard by how good Here Comes the Boom was. Still though, my favorite MMA movie is Never Back Down. I love Never Back Down. Oddly enough, like in high school, Never Back Down was the reason why I joined Taekwondo. Like I originally really liked it because Never Back Down inspired me to try Taekwondo. That MMA movie is what got me into MMA. Like, I remember the first training scenes with Jake Tyler. The training scenes were so hype. And then you had the song False Pretense by Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. That song was so hype. Every time I train, I blast that song. And then in Never Back Down, there's another song that was so hype. It was called Under the Knife by Rise Against. That song makes me train hella hard. Like, I love Never Back Down. That's my favorite MMA movie ever. It's basically like the Karate Kid, but if the Karate Kid was MMA. And I don't knock it off. Like, that's a really good story though. Like, if you can do Karate Kid with MMA, just do it again. Because the Karate Kid, honestly, the Karate Kid laid a foundation for other martial arts to kind of copy too. I mean, they did a reboot of the Karate Kid. Never Back Down's basically the Karate Kid again. You could do Karate Kid with jujitsu, with just jujitsu or just wrestling too, like a wrestling story. I feel like the Karate Kid is that's a legendary film that you can just keep doing over and over again. It would never get boring. Like, here's the main premise of the Karate Kid. The guy gets bullied. He finds that he wants to learn a certain martial art. The sensei trains him, and then the kid gets wiser, and then he understands that he doesn't need to do revenge, and then he becomes a better man. But then he he ends up fighting the guy at the end. You know, it's always like this nice little story. Karate Kid really has those really good stories, so you can like do anything with it. I love the Karate Kid. And then Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is a continuation, I believe, of the Karate Kid. Cobra Kai was really good. But another interesting one is Bloodsport. Oh man, Bloodsport looked really cool, but but I was watching Fight Bible, who was Bradley Scott and then his friend there. Bradley Scott's an ex-UFC fighter. He has like a YouTube channel. And I was watching them react to Bloodsport, and oh man, those old fighting scenes, they look hella corny, but I could tell Bloodsport was the movie that inspired Mortal Kombat. That thing looks like Mortal Kombat. I think Mortal Kombat took a little bit of inspiration from that movie. Speaking of fighting games though, definitely interested in watching a lot more fighting game stuff. I used to play fighting games a lot. If you guys don't, I used to play fighting games a lot, but now I do not have time to go into the training room for like 8 hours a day. But I do respect the grind. If you do play fighters, like you have to go into training room like 8 hours a day type shit, and then you have to memorize combos like down forward 2, up forward 4, down forward 2, down forward 2, some shit like that. Yeah, I know that. It's mostly Tekken. Tekken is very bloated. Tekken is like if you're learning combos in Tekken, that's like encyclopedia. It's like a dictionary right there. Man. Yeah, other than that, shit. I think I'm good. I just hey, what's up, Cito? Thanks for going into the chat. Actually, no, Cito's here. I want to chill. If Cito's here, I want to chill. If Cito is here, I'm staying. You heard that, Cito? If you here, I'm staying. Coming in the red corner, we have Citomus Prime. It's time! Cito, the undisputed Citomus Prime! Underrated champion, 35 victories, 0 defeats, 2 knockouts, Citomus Prime! I was trying to be Bruce Banner from the UFC. That guy has an amazing voice. Always gets you hyped. My favorite thing about Bruce Banner is when he says, "Fighting in the red corner." 24-hour stream when? 24-hour stream? Who do you think I am? I'm not doing no 24-hour stream, bro. Maybe the old me. The old me would do a 24-hour stream. Maybe 2017, 2016 Ken. You're gonna have to ask Ken from 2016, 2017. 2022 Ken is not going to do a 24-hour stream. Back then, I was more willing to do crazy long streams back then. You could ask Cito, he knows. He knows I would do long ass streams. Actually, I think 2015 was the year that I did crazy long streams. 2015, I remember I did a stream that was 8 hours long. 8 hours. I did an 8-hour long stream, or almost 9 hour. I did long streams back then, and this was with Tobias. It was really long streams back then. Cito said, "Just kidding." Hey Cito, did you have fun when we were talking about Attack on Titan? Man, me and Cito, we were talking about Attack on Titan. I was talking about how, remember when Aaron thought it was a good idea to go into the basement? Man, that was not a good idea. They should have, Honestly, they should have not brought Eren into the basement and Attack on Titan. That fucked his brain up ever since he knew the truth about everything. They should have just they should have just let everybody else go into the basement to learn the truth about the Titans and not Eren, because Eren, oh man. I was talking about it with a friend too. Like he was like, "Oh, like now he's like, oh, we gotta kill people on the other island." Eren Yeager, like, what the fuck? He went from wanting to protect people to Eren did a crazy like 180 really quick. I mean, not so. A few episodes ago, he was crying. Few episodes ago, Eren Yeager was crying. Now he's like, "Oh, we gotta kill people on the other island." Like, what the hell? Alright, Sito says, "Yup, just watched the latest episode, but I know what's gonna happen next because I read the manga." Hey, I know what's gonna happen next in Attack on Titan because I read the manga too. I read the manga too, boy. That's why I didn't even watch season 4 yet. Eren's fucking crazy. Oh, and me and Cito were talking about this in my chat. But we were talking about Reiner, man. We were having fun at Reiner. This man Reiner legit being the colossal titan fucked him up so much that he thought he was still in the military. That was funny as fuck. Alright, Cedemus Prime says, "Everyone that's anime only were shocked when Eren was the author of Attack on Titan all along." Man, Eren, honestly, Eren Yeager, he went from like a 180. He went from like a shonen pro tag to encyclopedia. He went from, in the season 1 he was basically a shonen pro tag, and then season 3, 4 he went to being an encyclopedia. Like, if you look at the lore of Attack on Titan is really fucking good. Like, plot armor Reiner. Reiner never die. Oh man, plot armor Reiner. Plot armor Reiner. Oh, will Reiner die? Find out on the next episode of Attack on Titan. Will Reiner die? Will Eren get his shit together? Man, Attack on Titan is basically Eren losing his shit. That's what the whole anime is about. You don't gotta know anything else. It's not about Titans. This is about Eren losing his shit. Titans, no. Levi, no. Mikasa, no. This is about Eren losing his shit. This is Attack on Titan. This is about not going. This is about everything would have been fine if Eren never went into that damn basement. This is preventing Eren from even stepping foot into that basement. That's what we should have done. My boy Erwin. They killed off my boy Erwin. My boy Erwin's my favorite character in Attack on Titan. They killed that motherfucker off. Maybe that's why I didn't want to see season 4, because I'm like, man, without Erwin, Attack on Titan ain't the same, because Erwin is my favorite character. Erwin is a good leader, you know. I love characters with qualities of a good leader, because I kind of want to be a philosopher / leader too. So I look for qualities in characters that are good leaders. Erwin is my favorite character. He's my favorite character of all time in Attack on Titan. Erwin was a strong leader. Very strong. He's basically needed, you know. Haha. Cito said, haha. Cito says, "I can't believe the last AOT opening is actually called The Rumbling." Damn, Attack on Titan always has really good openings though. I couldn't see any Attack on Titan opening being bad. I think they're really good, all of them. And if you look into them, they have really good lore into what the story's going to happen. Cedamus Prime says Hanj is also good too, but I would agree with you on Erwin as well. Oh, Hanj is the crazy lady. She got an eye patch and shit. I like Levi too. Levi is badass. You can't deny Levi's badass. He can smoke he wants to smoke with everybody. Once Levi come in, you're catching this fade. Once Levi comes in, you're catching this fade 110%. Like the way he fucking he like owned the Beast Titan, that was funny as hell. Cito says all Attack on Titan openings, including endings, are bangers. Facts. A lot of them are bangers. I honestly like season 3's opening the best. Because the opening is very symbolic. It's very symbolic of what will happen later on in the season. Like that whole ocean at the opening is like basically gives away a lot of things. It's just that people didn't know it. If you didn't read the manga, then you wouldn't know it. But you know, the opening was very filled with symbolism. You know, you got Kenny. That's me, Kenny. That character Kenny from Attack on Titan. That's me, Kenny. I'm coming for you. Let me get my freaking. Halolaivo Sencho, Usada, Pecora, Almanto. Hi, Halolaivo Sencho, Usada, Pecora, Almanto. Alright. My personal favorites are Season 2 opening and Final Season Part 1 opening. Yeah, that's facts. He's speaking. Yo, this man is speaking hard facts. Man is speaking hard facts, bro. Sheesh. She's speaking hard facts. Sheesh. In a few weeks, AOT in general will end. Sheesh. That shit gonna end. AOT gonna end in a few weeks. Sheesh. I saw this meme where some guy that went to the Demon Slayer movie, he went into the Demon Slayer movie in the theaters, and then he just screamed sheesh before the movie started. That shit was kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. But that shows you that Demon Slayer onlys are normies. No, just kidding. Just playing. Just playing, though. No, you guys are really normies. Uncle, fuck. You Demon Slayer onlys. You Demon Slayer onlys. Meet me in the MMA ring. Muay Thai only. Elbows and Elbows and knees only. No, Muay Thai and Jiu Jitsu. Demon Slayer only. Let's go. 5 rounds. 5 rounds, 5 minutes each. Demon Slayer only. Let's go. MMA. I'll get my boy George St. Pierre. He gonna train me. Just kidding. Just kidding. GSP. GSP. Sito, what's your thought on Momosuzu Nene's BGM I have playing? It's pretty kawaii, huh? I got Nenechi's music. Super happy, crazy, adrenaline filled, very loud, very nice Nenechi. Then Sito Miss says there's one TikTok Instagram video after Funimation logo says someone in the theater screamed Eren Yeager. Eren Yeager! I think that's a good meme. Eren Yeager! Eren Yeager! That was funny. That was so funny. Cito, I'll tell you what I'm most hyped for in terms of anime. It's the Quintessential Quintuplets movie. I love Quintessential Quintuplets. I finished season 2 in a day. In 2021, I finished Quintessential Quintuplets season 2 in one day. I loved it so much. I think all the girls in Quintessential Quintuplets are waifus. Like, they're all really well written. Like, you just really like their personalities. I'm like, damn, Quintessential Quintuplets. That's a really good anime. But my favorite, Sito knows my favorite one is Miku Nakano. I like all of them though. Let's see, CNS Prime. Also the part you kind of smell like Baka, Eren Yeager. You kind of smell like Baka, Sussy Baka. Ooh, Sussy Baka. Sussy Baka about to make me act up. And you just did an Arcade Craniacs reference. You guys, we are unboxing Among Us at 3 a.m. You will not believe this. Among Us at 3 a.m. Let's go switch to that Lamy BGM. Let me go listen to that shit though. That shit's probably a banger. Yukihara Lamy.
So I've got my essay written, and I've been working on it for about a week.
No, you know what's a banger? This Grammarly ad, bro.
Okay, so here.
This one's a banger. It reminds me of Your Name or some shit. Okay, Cedamus Prime says, I haven't seen season 2 of Quintessential Quintuplets. I might read the manga instead. Season 2 of the anime is amazing. I think season 2 of the anime is better than the manga. I think season 2 of the anime did it better than the manga. Like, it had legit more. It legit adapted it way better, I think. And then Cinemas Prime says the latest episode of Demon Slayer is crazy. It's so good. Just came out this Sunday. The background music though, yeah, it's background music is Yukihana Lamy's BGM Minecraft 30-minute. It's a VTuber. If you want to have good BGMs, the VTubers always got some banger BGMs. Always got really good BGMs. Thanks for the background music compliment. I appreciate that. Oh wait, let me. Ariga, thanks. Ariga, thanks. Oh, my bad. Arigato. Arigato. Gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu. You know what I really like about Japanese speech is Japanese people when they talk their teeth is always showing. I kind of like that. I don't know why. I find that interesting. Hai. Ikimashouka. Dozo. Cedamus Prime says the VTubers I tuned in is Kason and Mori Calliope. Kason, motherfuckers. Mori Calliope. Good. I think she says good. Good. Happy Father's Day. Get it? Because Mori is dad. Ha 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 ha. Very funny. Silence. I remember that from Mori Calliope. That was a funny one. When the video game said Happy Father's Day and then Mori said, ha ha ha. Happy Father's Day. Get it? Because Mori is dad. Ha ha ha. Silence. Also learning. Oh, Sidomis says, I'm almost also learning. You're also learning Nihongo. Hi. So. You're learning Nihongo. You know kanji? You know kanji or what? Or hiragana? What are you studying? Because I don't know either. I'm just repeating what the Japanese entertainment I watch says. So if I watch J-drama or anime or if I look like at a historic documentary in Japan, I just copy it. But that's basically how I study. I just look at entertainment, forms of entertainment, J movies, Japanese interviews, Japanese news. I look at that shit. Cedamus Prime says Mori's original songs are bangers. Did not expect her to write that kind of music. Mori's songs are bangers, bro. My favorite Mori song is I think one of her first 3 songs are my favorite. Her first 3 songs are one of my favorites. I kind of know some hiragana and katakana, but still new to kanji. Ah, hi. Yes, that means yes. Hi. Sito Senpai. Sito Senpai. Sito Senpai. Wakarimasen. What does wakarimasen? Forgot what wakarimasen means. Wakarimasen meaning. You search this shit. I don't understand something. Okay, gotcha. Wakarimasen. Cedamus Prime. If someone mentions a subject or object sentence in Japanese, I could guess on what the. Hi. Yeah, you can guess because a lot of words in Japanese are repeat words. They'll repeat a lot of the words. It's one of the few languages. What I like about Japanese is that it's one of the few Japanese. It's one of the few languages where they like repeat a lot of words, so you can kind of catch on to what they're saying, even though you don't know what to say. It's kind of interesting. Like if a Japanese person was to talk about games, you know what they say, just one word, gamu. See, Sito, this man Sito is trying to get a Menhara. He's trying to get a Menhara girl. Sito, do you know what a Menhara Japanese girl is? A Menhara is like a yandere. No, well, not technically. They're technically not a yandere, but they just have a lot of emotional outbursts. I think that's what a Menhara is. If you're Japanese and you'd like to correct me, correct me. But isn't a Menhara someone that is like has a lot of emotional outbursts? They're very emotional, like Russia. And then Gyaru. A Gyaru is like a fashion, basically a fashionable girl that's into fashion, like a Japanese woman that's into fashion and a lot of trending clothing and stuff, right? And makeup. Let's see. See them as prime. The way they structure their sentences in converse in object comes first, then the verb. Oh yeah, that's basically how they say the subject first, the object first, then the verb. Yeah, that's true. Like when I watch the J drama, when I watch the J dramas, they always do the object first. They always mention the object or the subject first. I need to get back to watching J drama. I love watching that stuff. See Miss Prime, for example, I like anime. Anime ga suki desu. Yeah, that's true. That's actually very correct format of how to say that. Anime ga suki desu. Anata ga suki desu, Hikagaya. I memorized that one. Sito knows I memorized that one. Anata ga suki desu, Hikagaya. Anata ga suki desu. When Yukino said that in Origairu. Oh man, that shit is so cute. Anata ga suki desu. Let me try to teach. Hikigaya-kun. Anata ga suki desu, Hikigaya-kun. Anata ga suki desu. You know Yukino? The name Yukino, that's my favorite Japanese name ever. I love Yukino. I love the name Yukino a lot. That's like my favorite Japanese name. People think Yuki's my favorite Japanese name, but it's not Yuki, it's Yukino. I know Yuki to do with ice cold or snow. It's my favorite Japanese name ever. Yukino means to be like the snow, so to be cold basically. At first in Origairu, she was a cold girl, right? Like she was very like mean to Hachiman at first, very cold. But then Hachiman melted that snow, if you know what I was saying. Hachiman melted Yukino's snow, if you know what I'm saying, bro. Like Hachiman clap. Oh man, I love saying that. Anata ga suki desu. Anata ga suki desu. Anata ga suki desu. Hikagaya-kun. If Hachiman was to say the same to Yukino, would that be Anata ga suki desu, Yukino-san? You don't say kun? Hey, Sito, do you know if you say kun to girl? It's san, right? It'll be Yukino-san. Sito Miss Prime says, one thing I'm surprised when learning Japanese is there's no actual direct translation for the word you. Oh yeah, it's wata. They usually say watashi. I, watashi. Watashi wa, something like that. I think watashi wa is like an introductory. Let me search up the meaning actually. Like watashi wa meaning. So it's probably an introduction thing. Watashi wa means I. Watashi wa just means I. Okay. Yeah, there's your your meaning. Japanese in Japanese. Anata anata no. Oh, anata no means your. Oh, okay. Anata no. So when Yukino said anata ga means. Oh, okay, gotcha. Ski. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Sita Miss Prime says, okay, I'll mention the Japanese honorifics here. Damn, this badge. Slimy BGM is good. Is this still going? Oh, this shit not playing no more. What the fuck? Let me play another BGM then. The BGM just stopped. I can't hear the BGM though. I have no idea why. People use san mostly to coworkers, I think. Oh. What about Subaru when Subaru says Amelia Tan? The fuck does that mean? Amelia Tan. Let me search that shit. Amelia Tan. Tan meaning. Japanese. Sputum. Tan. Oh. Subaru says Amelia Tan because he likes Amelia Tan. He likes Amelia. That makes sense. The reason why Subaru says Amelia Tan to Amelia is because he likes Amelia. He says it with more passion. That makes sense. See, we're learning Japanese. Nihongo. Alright, see the Miss Prime says people use senpai to someone who had the most experience in the field. For example, it's like, yeah, I know senpai is someone of a higher rank, like if they're in a higher class, like if someone's a freshman and then the person they're talking to is a senior, then the person that's a senior is a senpai, and then the person that's a freshman is a kohai. I understand that. And then Cedamus Prime says people use chan for their friends. Oh yeah, yeah. Like Shizuku-tan. Oh, like Marin from My Dress Up Darling. Like Shizuku-tan. Marin's really beautiful. Holy shit. Marin is one of the most beautiful anime girl. Like what the fuck? Senpai Kohai. Marin's a Garo too, so you know. Just gonna type this. I like Garus. I like Garus in real life too. Shit. Let me see when my sheets are done drawing, then when it's done drawing I gotta sleep. can officially say that shit's gonna take a long time. Those the bed sheets that are drying right now are gonna take a long time. That's not even at like 70 minutes. And I don't know if you guys can hear the music because I can't hear any music from my computer at all. And I don't know if you guys can hear the music because I can't hear any music from. Okay. Bruh.
Does it also make you want to dance? No, it's just for my viewers. Don't stop. We're trending.
Snuggle Auxiliary.
Bruh.
Just wash freshness for up to 100 days.
2 hours and a half and all I did is this? What the fuck? そして化粧もしたのに。わざわざ化粧したのに。顔も出たのに。なんなのこれ。めちゃくちゃだよ。
Oh man, I'm watching a case on clip right now. Ads time, lol. Let's see. Cetamus Prime says, Komi-san is another example. She's being praised as Madonna of Itanhai. Ads time, lol. K-san, I'm just watching K-san's clip. Yeah, Kate, I knew that you knew it was K-san. K-san has a very distinguishable voice. Like you could know it's K-san just by the voice. It was just a clip. It was just a clip, man. Man, oh man. Another one. What the fuck? Cetomus Prime says, I heard she cosplayed as Bayonetta while streaming Smash Bros. Yep. K-san cosplays. She's also a cosplayer, yep. Oh, this is Just to Chill stream number 2. I love doing these Just to Chill streams, by the way. I love just chilling and just vibing, you know. But I'm not gonna be like a Twitch streamer and watch full movies on YouTube. Just play. Shots fired. Man, what is with these Twitch? I love Twitch streamers, but man, these Twitch streamers they're watching like full-length movies and watching full shows on Twitch. And they wonder why they're getting copyright strike. Bro, you're watching like a full ass series that you don't even own. I mean, I was playing some BGM, but it's just BGM of like VTubers background music. I don't even think that's that's alright. Alright, Cito says, and I really like she blends her Japanese with English for all us to engage with her. Yeah, that's really cool. K-san is is very cool. She knows two languages, English and Japanese, so it's really cool. And then Cinemas Prime says, "Are you doing this chill stream weekly?" I'm not sure. You know me. My upload schedule and my stream schedule be whack. My upload and stream schedule be kind of whack, but I'll try. I'll try. See the Miss Prime says Kayson's voice as the background music. It wasn't really background music. It was I was watching a clip. I was watching a clip and it was just a Kayson clip. Oh, by the way, Cito, I wanted to ask you how was that Japanese temple you went to in Hawaii, man? I see your stories on Facebook. I see your stories on Facebook, bro. Oh, how was that Japanese temple? I didn't even know they had a big Japanese temple in Hawaii. Really interesting. That was like a Buddhist. That was a Japanese Buddhist temple, right? Was that like a Buddhist temple? Because I'm really into like Buddhist temples and stuff. I love that type of stuff. Like I really love Buddhist temples. I really like the architecture and I do meditate. I do a lot of meditation sometimes too. Cito says I was watching her Re Village streams. RE Village. Oh yeah, Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil Village is a really good game too. It's a lot of memes. There's a lot of memes with it. Oh my god. Well, all right, guys. I think I'm going to end off this stream because I gotta sleep, and my bed sheets are almost done drying. So I'm going to sleep the moment that they're done, and that'd be it. Yeah, it's a replica of a temple from Japan. Oh, that's cool. I really like that. But yeah, guys, I gotta go. I gotta sleep. Your boy Haru has to sleep. See, Cito, what do you want to say before I close off this whole thing? Cause I gotta sleep, bro. But okay, Cito says, okay, see you on the next stream, man. All right, see you, man. Mata ne, mata ne. See you later. Mata ne. Sayonara.